to solve a three-part inequality, you want to isolate the variable in the middle part, right? So what's with 6x, what's the x in the middle that you need to move? The 1 and the 6. First step is get rid of the 1. Right, so now that's negative 2 is less than or equal to 6x is less than 4. Okay. So whatever you do to the middle to get rid of something that's with the variable, you got to do it to all three parts. Right? Now divide by 6. Negative 1/3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 2/3. Oh, it's a less than? Okay. Let's fix that. What's that? Well, you might have dealt with this differently. I'm going to flip forward a second just to show you this, right? You could have also done it like this, and you probably did it this way in previous classes, where you would break up, you would deal with it like negative 3 is less than or equal to 6x minus 1, and it connects with an and, 6x minus 1 is less than 3, and then solve them both individually. This is what we call a compound inequality. When you have two inequalities and they're tied together with and or. And when you have an and, you know that both parts must be true. When you have a or, just one part needs to be true for the whole thing to be true. Okay. I know you're copying some, but I'm going to go back and let's do the same problem the different way and see how that looks. Because I left this space here. Right? If I did it like this, negative 3 is less than or equal to 6x minus 1. I'll solve that by adding 1. Negative 2 is less than or equal to 6x, which means negative 2 over 6 is less than or equal to x. X is greater than or equal to negative 1/3. Okay, that's this part right here. Okay, the other part would be 6x minus 1 is less than 3. So 6x is less than 4. X is less than 4 over 6, which is 2/3. So if you deal with it as a compound inequality, now you need to say, I would put it on a graph, and here's the negative 1/3, and here is the 2/3, and x greater than or equal to negative 1/3 would have been closed circle on negative 1/3, shade to the right. X less than 2/3 would have been open circle on 2/3, shade to the left. Okay, now where on that graph are both of those true? In between, right? It's the overlap that you're looking for. So it's in between here, so you say negative 1/3 less than or equal to x less than 2/3.